personal. Amen. By now, you want to call a prayer group to go pray. You don't need no prayer group to pray because you have to understand, everybody don't think alike. Amen. Everybody don't come for the same reason. That's right. Everybody ain't living right. Yeah. And so I can't go with somebody who's unclean to go pray for God to hear. God ain't going to hear nothing about it. Because if so long as you ain't doing what God called you to do, bury your gifts in, doing what you want to do, God ain't hearing nothing you say. So how can I go to prayer with you? Yeah. Amen. I'm gonna tell, that's the reason why I'm going to tell you this. When I go to services and somebody says, tell your neighbor this, I don't play it. I don't tell my neighbor nothing. I'm going to tell you
that's
why.
Right. Yeah.
My neighbor might not be saved.
Yeah.
How am I in agreement with somebody who don't even know the God whom I serve?
Amen. Yeah.
Amen. That's right.
I can't tell my neighbor to agree with me because he don't even know God. And I don't know if he ever know who God is. He might just come to church because somebody invited him. Right, he might just come to church because he like the choir, but there are people who do that. Yeah. Oh, I like the pastor and his wife, so I'm going to go to church. But are you saved? Yes. But what the Lord is telling us today is we have to, what? Humble ourselves. Yes. And pray and seek his face. Yes. But the most important thing, we got to turn. Turn from our wicked ways. Yes. Yes. And I was thinking about that this morning. I said, man, God is talking about wicked ways in the church. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It don't sound right. Yes. Because the church should be the place of righteousness. That's right. And this what he's talking about. He's not talking about the building. He's talking about individuals. That's so if we're supposed to be the righteousness of God, and now we're dealing with all this wickedness in the church, something ain't right. Yes. Something ain't right. Amen. Amen. And the Lord said the reason is this. He said there are too many people eating from too many tables. Yes. You eat from this table. You eat from that table. You eat from that table. You eat from that table. And what you don't understand, if it's not a table set by God, what you get is contamination. That's right. That's right. Oh, wow. Amen. Yes. And the Lord was saying, that's why you can see some people years ago, there are some things they won't do. But now, it's wide open. There are people years ago, you can't tell them, let's go to this place or let's go to that place or go, and they will tell you, no, I can't do that. But now, ain't nothing wrong with it. Yes. Why? Because they're dead. But they go to church. They are asleep. But yet they go to church. And if you're not careful, you might think they know of God, but yet don't know nothing about God. And the Lord was saying, there are many Christians on Sunday, pack up places, but it's very few who know me. Very few who know me. If it's some of them who claim preaching, don't even know me. Because he said, if you love me, you obey my commandments. So how can you say you love me, but yet don't obey my commandments? Yes. So that's why he will tell us to change. But what he said now, he said, after you do all this, then my eyes will be open. The eyes of the Lord is upon the righteous. And he said, then when this happens, my eyes will be open. And I will hear you, and I'll be attentive to what you're saying to me. Yes. God is not hearing nothing we say. Why? Because we are still living in wickedness. Amen. God is not hearing what you say because we haven't turned from our wicked ways yet. We're still doing the same thing we've been doing